I guess Shannon decided to dispute.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
What's up, Wackians? Now you know we gotta talk about Shannon Sharpe seemingly out of nowhere deciding to leave from Undisputed. It's being reported that he bought out his contract and he is gone from the show after the NBA Finals. And everybody's discussing why, what could have happened, what could be the reason. It had been highly, it seemed like there was a lot of drama between him and Skip Bayless over the few months, over the years, but that's kind of the show. So you would think that, the whole point of the show is for them to have different ideas, different opinions, and to kind of butt heads with each other. But a lot of people are blaming the relationship with Skip Bayless as why Shannon Sharpe decided to leave Undisputed. He had his Club Shay podcast, YouTube show there. He still owns that, so he's taking that with him wherever he goes, if he does go anywhere, or if he just decides to focus on that. But one of the big things that people are saying was a big factor in Shannon Sharpe deciding to leave is Skip Bayless's, I think it was a tweet about the Damar Hamlin situation when Damar Hamlin had passed out and it looked like he might have died, or he did die on the football field. And Skip Bayless was wondering, well, what's going to happen now with the games? Now, I shot Skip some bail, and I still stand by shooting him some bail with that, because a lot of people were taking that as Skip Bayless not caring about Damar Hamlin and just only caring about the game and what the NFL was going to do about rescheduling. I looked at that more so he was like, this is crazy. Like, wow, this is never... I looked at him more of just like tweeting what he was thinking and just being more in shock, not being like insensitive to the man dying and having to be brought back. But regardless of what I thought, it looks like, or I know Shannon Sharpe felt the same way. They famously had a back and forth about it where, Skip Bayless dug his heels down and didn't budge on his thought process, and Shannon Sharpe was very upset about that. So a lot of people are blaming that. I tend to look more towards when they were talking about Tom Brady, and Skip Bayless who's a big Tom Brady fan, was defending him, and Shannon Sharpe was talking about, well, he's playing a trash game, he should retire, he should have never came back for that last season. And Skip took such offense to that Shannon would talk about the great Tom Brady, that he decided to insult Shannon Sharpe's career. And Shannon was like, I was in the Hall of Fame. Skip Bayless was like, who cares? Tom Brady's a way better player than you ever were. You're nothing compared to him. And just was really insulting to this man in his career. And that's your co-host, So it went past opinions and started to be disrespectful. And for me, I was surprised, and a lot of people were surprised, that Shannon Sharpe came back from that and was able to be cool with Skip. But now we see he wasn't. I would bet anything that conversation about Tom Brady had more to do with Shannon decided to leave than the Damar Hamlin thing, even though I know that really bothered him as well. And there's also, of course, there's going to be tons of behind the scenes things that we're not privy to that also would have played an effect and may have been a bigger reason why Shannon decided to leave than that. But whatever it is, like I said, he gets to take his Club Shay with him, which has been very popular, and he's been having a lot of big guests. A lot of the interviews have been, getting attention, and people have been talking about him. So Shannon's going to be okay, but it's just the shock of the matter and how soon he's going to be leaving. The NBA playoffs are going to be finished, in this month of June. So he's pretty much gone before July hits, and that's a shocker for a lot of people, for me included. Of course, Kwame Brown had to talk about it, because Kwame Brown and Shannon Sharpe, they've been kind of beefing ever since Shannon didn't appreciate Kwame Brown's take on LeBron. Kwame thought LeBron is not as great a player as a lot of people say, and he points to that last shot he missed against the Nuggets in the last game, and saying that people like Kobe or Michael Jordan, they would have tried it more aggressively and wouldn't pay people as much mind when they try to make them shots, as opposed to what he said LeBron did. And again, Shannon was really upset about that and started calling him a bust, and you not as good a player as LeBron to be talking like that. And so Kwame, he kind of hit him good. He was like, well, I play better than you, and I play better than Skip, so if y'all can have an opinion, I can have an opinion, which is true. And I kind of felt I was agreeing with Kwame Brown on that. You can't tell this man, no matter how big of a letdown Kwame Brown's career may have been, he still made it to the NBA. He performed on a high enough level to be where the elites play at basketball. And, you know, Kwame had to talk about this and said that now Shannon Sharpe can go fanboy out for LeBron James. He don't have to worry about no issues. He can go to all the games and fanboy and fight with the rest of the fans now that he's no longer working with Fox and Undisputed. So, of course, we're going to get more into this. We'll get more information. Shannon Sharpe was liking a bunch of tweets, some of them dissing Skip Bayless and calling Skip Bayless jealous. He didn't say this himself, but he was liking the tweets. So there's some fire with that smoke. So we're gonna see if, you know, he elaborates more on that. We'll see what Skip has to say about that, what Fox has to say about that, and where the future holds for the Undisputed Show, for Skip Bayless, for Shannon Sharpe, if he's going somewhere else, ESPN, doing his own thing. I don't know. We'll see. But this is hot news. This is a big deal in the sports world. It's crazy, and, you know, it's just confusing, but it's exciting, entertaining to see what happens next.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.